The Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense takes the field. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Owens. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Dropping back, it's James. Pulls it in, it's Perry. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Takes it from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They boot it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Gives it the big stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The lone back's got it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the fullback. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to pass, it's James. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Makes the grab, it's Kemp. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3, it's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips away. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And the Canes inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
That is exactly exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's James. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Under fire. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.